Hey guys, Coach Eric here from Sting and Titans PA. I'm going to take you through a soccer-specific routine that's going to help you a little bit with your fitness. And you can do this in a nice tight space at your home or in your backyard or wherever you have some space. Let's get started. For your setup, all you're going to need is a ball and 4 objects. It could be cones, whatever you have at home, shoes, anything that you can use to just create 4 markers. The way I have it set up here, again, this can change based on the space that you have at home, but I have it set up just 4 steps by 4 steps. And you want to try to have a little bit of space on the outside of each zone, okay? As we go through some of these routines, you're going to need a little bit of space to run through these zones here. Let's begin with a light warm-up. You're going to go 5 times back and forth and a burst of speed forward. Start slow, progress as you get through. Each time you do a burst of speed, that's 1 rep. You're going to do that 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Recovery walk. Start at the next cone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, one thing I always subconsciously do, this is a good opportunity for you to practice as well. As I'm doing this and I'm working on my fitness and my changing speed, changing directions, I subconsciously, as a coach, and I try to instill this in my players, I have my eyes looking up and looking around. So when I'm doing this, you don't see my head down, right? My eyes are going to be looking left and right the entire time, looking over my shoulder. It's just a habit. So as you're doing things like this that have nothing to do with vision or seeing the field, it's a good opportunity to start getting yourselves into the habit of just seeing. So pay attention as I'm going through this, where my eyes are up and I'm looking around, even though I'm not necessarily looking at anything. Change it up a little bit and get a couple of stretches in here. So you can just go in your square around the outside. Start with quad walks. Change it to knee hugs. Lunges. Open and close the gates. You can switch it up at every cone. Your high kicks. And spend some time doing any other stretches that you need to do. So, as you guys know, soccer is all about moving quickly, changing speeds, changing directions. Very rarely are you running in a straight line as fast as you can. Most of the time your movement is changing speeds, changing directions in tight spaces. And this is what this routine is going to help you do a little bit. Each one of these exercises we're going to do 10 times. So you're going to do each exercise 10 times and you're going to start slow, and by 5 you're about 50 to 60% of your speed, and by the time you get to 8, 9, 10 you're at 100% of your speed and effort. This one just starts very basic. So what you're going to do is just start in the middle. You're going to do 5 toe touches, jog back behind this cone. That's 1. 5 toe touches, backwards behind this cone. That's 2. And then we'll go to each 4 corners here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and easy behind the cone. Back forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 3. I'm going to start back in the back channel. All right, reverse speed comes after the ball. Just gonna do a jog to the ball, burst the speed out. So it's a jog to the ball. Okay, jog to the ball, burst. Okay guys, this next one's a little race, a little competition amongst yourself. So you're gonna have the ball at the back channel, right in the center. And if you have someone in your family that can time you, that's great. I have my stopwatch going here. You don't have to exactly stop it when you're done. Just give yourself a general idea. You want to try to beat your time every time. All right, so I'm going to keep my own time here. But basically all you're going to do here, you're going to start right in the middle. You're going to side shuffle, burst the speed, side shuffle, backwards back, side shuffle, get back to this ball. All right, so you want to time how long it gets you can get around this little circuit here. All right, so this is how it works. Took me just under 6 seconds. You want to do this 10 times again. Again, you want to try to beat yourself every time. Get used to your steps, cutting corners quickly, changing speed, changing direction quickly, putting your foot to the ground to help you change direction quickly. That's how you're going to get it around as fast as you can. Here we go again. Again, if you have someone to time you, that's great. If it's not, no big deal, keep pushing yourself. Basically all you're doing is starting in the middle, and then you're going to go out to the side, across all the way to the other side, and back to the middle. Now, if you're in a very tight space, that's okay. You're doing shorter distances, your time will be quicker, but it's still changing speeds and changing directions. If you have a little bit more space, challenge yourself a little bit more, go a little bit wider, but you still want to be able to go the same distance to the right as you're doing to the left. If you want to run, if there's not enough space to get full speed or full on running, then you're just going to be doing side shuffle. All right? So here we go. Just like that. Okay guys, same idea as the 5-10-5 that we just did, only we're going forwards and backwards now using forward and backward movements. Okay? You guys know a lot of your game is off the ball. In fact, over 90% of your game, you're not touching the ball, right? So all these different lateral movements, forward and back movements, are all most important parts of the game. So you're gonna go forward to wherever your end zone is, back all the way through the ball, and quickly get back to the ball. So again, short, long, short. Good, nice and easy. Again, you're doing this 10 times, so you want to pick up the speed a little bit as you go. You guys might notice when I'm changing my directions, again, I said this before, I'm really digging my foot into that ground and pushing off to get back. And then when I'm changing forward again, I'm digging my foot into the ground and pushing off to get back. So that's where you incorporate your power, your leg power. Again. All right, guys, the next one here, we're going to include a little bit of jumping. All right, jumping over the ball. Ideally, in this, you want to be jumping as if you're going up for a header, which is very specific to soccer, obviously. All right, so we're going to be able to jump to get up over this ball, go for a header. I want to see you actually snapping your neck. After you go over 5 times, the 5th one is a quick rounded burst of speed outside the cone. So what I mean by rounded, when you jump, I don't want you to just burst, I want you to get around that cone outside there. No matter how long, how far away it is, it's a tighter space, it's a sharper turn for you. This is what I'm looking for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, a little bit more jumping. So what I want you to do is grab your cones or whatever object you're using. You stand next to your ball, and as far as you can jump, you jump, that's where you put down cone number 1. Walk back to your ball and go in each direction. Okay, just like this. These are just your measuring tools. Don't cheat yourself, work hard. You're always next to your ball, not in front or behind your ball when you're jumping. See, I'm really trying to use my arms to swing. Get the momentum going. Down, back, up, all at the same time. Ten times. All right, guys, if you put in the work, you're feeling it right now. You worked hard, you're sweating, you had a good time. All right, that's what it requires to be out on that field every day. Put in the effort that you need to win. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys out on the field soon.